Back everybody to a Younger View in Sports. My name is James and finally, we have a new college football playoff proposed format that it should pass. It really should, unless we're stupid and we don't pass and we continue to stick with the 14 format. But here's how it would work. The 6 highest ranked conference champions. So, does not mean I'm ranked 6, I get the 6. No, it's the 6 highest rated conference champions. So, like, Texas A&M could be ranked 6, but Oregon could be ranked 10th. But Oregon won the Pac-12. So Oregon would get it over Texas A&M. See how that works? Then the 6 highest ranked other teams, so obviously then Texas A&M, would move down and they would be number 7. So, 12 total teams in the playoffs, which I love because this finally gives more teams a chance. More teams. And I've seen a lot of guys out there disagree with it. This would just be another game. It can promote injuries when the 1-12 face off. Well, I understand. I get it. Okay? We don't like it. And more injuries can happen. We're not realizing the point. Look at what March Madness does for college basketball. Okay? That's what I'm thinking that college football can do. And we don't need a whole March Madness team. 12 teams is fine. I was fine with 8, but I'm loving the fact that we are getting 12. I've seen a lot of people out there, guys who I like, guys giving their opinions, which is awesome and beautiful and wonderful. But they're wrong on this one. Adding more teams to a college football playoff, 1,000,000% deserves it. They deserve it. 100%. Because more parity, it helps with recruiting. And look what March Madness does for college basketball. Did we all really think Oral Roberts would go that far? They beat Ohio State. Oral Roberts had the run of a century. And to see that in college football is amazing. That is unbelievable. You don't see teams like that in the NFL. Because NFL, you can beat anyone on any given day. College is a lot different. Oral Roberts beat a lot of teams. They were at 15, going with 2-seed Ohio State, and Oral Roberts won. It was awesome. Everybody loves the underdog story. So imagine you have like a Coastal Carolina go beat a Georgia, go beat an Oklahoma, an Alabama, maybe. Hope not, but that would be embarrassing. A Clemson, Ohio State. Imagine the run and support they would get. That would be awesome. And that's what college football needs. Look what March Madness does. They get underdog teams that nobody really expects much of to win. Abilene Christian Academy beating Texas. Who would have thunk? A team can go on a run in a regular season and win. And this actually gives the regular season a little more meaning. That's another argument. Well, the regular season won't mean anything. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. You lose a game, you can still get in. You lose this game, you can still get in. There are 12 different teams. Records do not matter in the college football playoff, but they matter to get there. You lose any game and you could be out. Every game would be a must-win. And not just for an Alabama, a Clemson, an Ohio State, and Oklahoma, teams that have already been in the playoffs. Teams who have yet to be in the playoffs. Now, regular season means so much more because they actually have a chance. If you are 1 through 12, you actually have a chance. This wouldn't come in this next season. This would come in 2023. It's a little bit of ways, but it'd still be pretty fun. And it's still going to be awesome for the sport of college football. This will help out everything. I think the 12-14 college football playoff will help out a lot of things. Recruiting is the main thing, too. If you were a 5-star prospect and you wanted to go play in the college football playoff, there were only a handful of teams that could honestly give you a shot at going. That were like almost guarantees to go. That is Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, they've made it a lot. Ohio State. Then there are teams that you can make stretch for if they have a good year. Auburn, Oregon, USC, Michigan, Penn State. And there are far stretches. Florida, Georgia. Georgia is a team that you can put in to get a handful. Point is, there are only a handful of teams that could offer you a true shot of actually getting into the college football playoff. Now, With 12 teams, recruiting matters so much more because there are 5 stars that can go to a good lower tier team like Stanford. Stanford can get some 5-star recruits and they can get you in. Going to the college football playoff was a huge thing in recruiting because that would easily persuade some of the best high school athletes, football players, quarterbacks, receiver, whatever in the nation, and that would make them go to that school, continuing to build up that program. You persuade any couple 5-star recruits and you get them involved and you can honestly give them a shot at going to the college football playoff, that would help a lot because Alabama would get more competition, Florida, Clemson, Ohio State would get more competition in recruiting because that's what everyone needs. Everyone needs these 4-star, 5-star recruits, and they're going to the schools that are offering them a shot to go win national championships. And if you get hot at the right time in the playoffs, you can win it. You can win the whole thing. Like Coastal Carolina, they honestly could have made the playoffs. Cincinnati could have made the playoffs. They should have. Cincinnati should have made the playoffs. Should not have been Notre Dame. Let me just say that. But that is last year's problem. The point is, the 12-team college football playoff is going to help out with recruiting, and it will help out make college football more interesting to watch. Because it's either Alabama or Clemson. Alabama, Clemson. Now, if we do a 12-team format and it's still yet to be somehow Alabama, Clemson, well, then they're just better. And they will be better. But the upsets, the true runs, and the caring more about a 10 versus 13 game. Because of a 10th ranked, I don't know, Wisconsin is going in against a 13th ranked Cincinnati, and Cincinnati needs this win to get in. Wisconsin loses, they're out, but then this would help the 15th ranked Florida Gators get it. So much more fun than it just being, oh, okay, Alabama versus a cupcake. Okay, so Alabama's guaranteed, and this Clemson's a guarantee, and Oklahoma's a guarantee, and Georgia's a guarantee. Now there's more teams to factor in, more upsets to play in, and it'll just all around make college football more enjoyable. For casual fans, for hardcore college football fans, because who doesn't want to sit down and watch a good team play? 2 good teams face each other. Now, sure, if it's like Clemson versus a 12 seed, then obviously there could be a squash. But like I said, upsets always happen all the time in sports. Can't ever predict them. But another concern that people are worrying about, injuries. Well, yeah, more games, more injuries. Can't really argue against it, but it's more fun. Okay, I know injuries are gonna suck, and it just happens, and it's the worst thing in sports. A high-rated potential guy goes in, having all the hype, looks to be the next star of the NFL or NBA, and then just gets hurt. It's the worst thing in sports. Injuries suck, but we gotta look past some of that and realize a 12-team college football playoff is the best thing for college football. You don't need to do a whole March Madness. You don't need to do like a whole, none of that. 12 teams face each other, go in, win. You lose, you go home. It's honestly the best thing football has is the playoffs. Everybody else is like series. No, football, you lose and you're done. So like I said, you get a team that's catching fire at the right time, and you're good. If we were just doing 12, why not 16? That's the only other thing. I was fine with 8. I love 12. But we could have gone to 16. That would have been something else. But we got it, hopefully. 12-team college football playoff. It's what the sports need. Recruiting help matters. More fun to watch. And upsets are always fun. America just loves rooting for the underdogs. So, I think this is a great thing for college football. I hope it passes. It should pass from what I've been hearing. And in 2023, I cannot wait to watch it because I just do think ultimately it will be the best thing for the sport. Thank you for listening.